What's up, everybody? So today we are going to be taking a break from the Civic here. I'm still waiting on some parts to come in for this so I can do some more installs for you guys. But as you guys can see over here, we have a 2004 Ford Explorer, and judging by the title of this video, you guys already know we are going to be doing the brakes on this car. It's actually my mom's car. It's like I said, it's an 04 Explorer. She came to me and she says, "Bo, my brakes are making a lot of noise." So I went outside, I looked at her car, and I came to the back wheel and I see this. And as you guys can see here, it's pretty coated with some brake dust. And I jacked it up. You can see it spins freely, so caliper's not seized or anything. But it looks like the brake pads are really worn down and the rotors are really chewed up. So I went ahead, picked up new rotors for the rear, picked up new pads for the rear as well, and then we also got some front ones too, because might as well do them all. So as you guys can already see here, we already have it all jacked up. It's ready to go. We're gonna go and take all the wheels off, and then we'll start doing the brakes here. She also said that her back rear tire might be leaking as well, so I'm gonna look into that, see if we can get the leak fixed. So hopefully I can show you guys that as well. But let's go ahead and get these wheels off and get started on this. So in order to get these wheels off, we have to take off the centerpiece, which just take a screwdriver, shove it in there, and this whole thing should just pop out. And these bolts here are all 19 millimeters. So let's get those off too. Alright, so first thing we have to do is get these two 10mm bolts off, and then the caliper will pop off so we can get to the brake pads, and then we'll be able to get this brake rotor off as well to replace it and put the new one on there. So here's this one out, and then this, if I can get it past this spring. There, we got that one out now. So now this caliper should just slide out. Just like that. Oh yeah. These pads are gone. I'm gonna set this here. I'm gonna get a screwdriver to pry those out. Yeah, there's nothing left of those. So yeah, that one's gone too. So now all I have to do, since we got those out, we're gonna have to push this caliper or this piston back inside the caliper, which I don't know as if I have a C-clamp, so we might have to figure out something else to use. But for now, we'll set this off to the side. We're going to try to pull off this rotor and put the new one on. Alright, so after a ton of persuasion, finally got this thing to come loose. It was really stuck on there. And as you guys can see, it's pretty gross back behind here. The brake dust shield's that nasty. Inside there is like all rusty and just covered in brake dust. So I may try to clean that up here just a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and push this piston back inside the caliper. Alright, so now I got this cleaned up as best as I can for now. It's still disgusting. But we got our caliper propped up here. Caliper propped up there. So what I'm going to do is just take this old brake pad that's worn down. I'm going to set it here. That way I don't damage the piston itself. And then I have this, which it's a huge C-clamp, which is overkill, but this is all I have for right now. So we'll go ahead and put this on here and tighten it down to push that piston back inside. Alright, so now the piston's back in. We can go ahead and put our new brake pads on. So this one here has got the 3 little pieces on there. It goes down like this, and then it pops inside of that piston. Like that. And then this one here has got those tabs, and it just slides over top of this. Just like that. And then these brake pads also came with a hardware kit, so we're going to go ahead and replace these old ones here with the new ones. So now we got the hardware on. We can go and slide on our new rotor. Now it comes packaged in a nice plastic piece, and it's also covered in oil. So we'll go ahead, and I have some wax and grease remover because I don't have any brake cleaner. So we'll go ahead and clean this all off, and then we'll go and put it on. So we got it all cleaned. We can go and slide this back on. Just like that. And then we can put our caliper back in place. So that's all set. We can go and slide our 10mm screws back in here, or bolts. So now you guys can see here we got the new rotor on and the new brake pad, so it's all done on the back here. I'll do the other side. I won't film that side, but I'll go ahead and show you guys up here on the front how to do those brake pads. It's basically the same thing as this. It's really simple, really easy. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do that one, and then I'll give you guys a full walk around when it's all done. Alright, so for the front here, it's pretty easy. Same thing we did on the back. Just take out these 2 bolts that are here and here. They're 14mm. Then this whole bracket should fall or slide off, and then we can take our pads out and then compress the piston just like we did on the back. Well, you guys can see here that honestly this brake pad's not too bad. Same thing with the other side. So I think I'm just going to leave these for now. But for demonstration purposes, I guess, you guys can see how I took off this front caliper here and was able to get these brake pads out. So if you guys are wanting to replace them, like I said, it's the same thing as the back. You just need to compress these pistons, which these are two dual piston calipers. So you got to compress both of those in. You guys can see there. I'm just hanging it on the bracket. And if your kit comes with new hardware, you're going to replace these metal tabs here. But otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and leave these front ones on the way they are. So I'm not going to worry about it. We'll go ahead and finish it off on the back side, and I guess we'll call it good. So now you guys can see here, we got this side all done, quick and easy. Same thing as the other side, brake pads, new rotor, all that. It all bolted up just fine. The only thing I noticed that I thought was kind of weird, and I don't know if this is just like a Ford thing or what, but inside here is like supposed to be like a drum style brake setup. I think it's for like the parking brake or something. But this driver's side didn't have it, whereas the passenger side had it, and you guys may have seen it looked pretty rough and crusty over there. But as far as this side goes, I don't know. There's nothing in there. So if you guys know, throw it down in the comments, let me know. But now that we have that all done, I got the front tires back on. Like I said, I'm going to go over this tire here, and we're going to see if we can find the leak in this. So let's go ahead and spray it down with some soapy water and see if we can see where it bubbles up. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to find a leak in this tire, so I guess we'll go and throw it back on the car for now. Who knows, maybe if you get pressure on it, it might start leaking or bubbling up. So the only thing I noticed, it might be around this valve stem, because I can see a few bubbles around there, but other than that, I'm not seeing anything else. So yeah, we'll go ahead and throw this. We'll go ahead and throw all the wheels and tires back on the car and get it lowered. So you guys have it. We got the brakes all done on the Explorer now, so now it's good to go. Last thing to do would just be to pump the brakes, make sure that they are reset the pistons within the calipers, that way you have some stopping power. Now, like I said, this is my mom's car, so this thing may be popping in and out of the channel every once in a while. It's not going to be like a build on here, even though I like to convince her into letting me build it a little bit, just kind of change things up of it. I don't know, I'm not real fond of the look of these. It's just such a plain cookie cutter car. If I could just change a few things on here just to make it stand out a little bit more, I think that'd be cool. Maybe we can convince her to do it, to let me do some of that stuff. I mean, if you guys think that'd be a cool idea, let me know. Throw it down in the comments. I know she's not real fond of the color of the car. I'm not either. I'd like to dip it, but if I go to dip it, it needs a little bit of body work here and there. Like the hood and stuff, it's got the aluminum where it's starting to pit. It's got a little bit of rust in the quarter panels. And I don't know, if I'm going to fix that kind of stuff, I'd kind of like to do like fender flares. I haven't been able to find fender flares for this, so we may have to do some custom ones, but who knows. Yeah, just throw it down in the comments what you guys think. If you guys think that'd be kind of fun to see Explorer build. Can't get too carried away with it, but I don't know, just let me know. But other than that, I mean, we still have our other projects going. We got the Civic here, which, like I said, I'm still waiting on a couple parts to come in for that, so we can do some more installs there. I still got some stuff I want to install on my Silverado, and then we have my buddy Luke's car, which, I don't know, he's got some other stuff that he wants to do to it, so we'll be seeing that car shortly. But other than that, make sure to subscribe, don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.